So what has this got to do with this? Well, you probably already know, but you know what? Let's talk about it anyway. Good day and happy Wednesday, everybody. So I woke up this morning, grabbed my phone, and what is the first thing I see? The SNES Mini. Oh boy, here we go again. So a source close to Nintendo has remarked to Eurogamer that Nintendo is planning a Super NES Mini for the holiday 2018 season. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? No, I mean, legit, I'm actually excited about that. That's great. I mean, the NES Mini is a lot of fun despite the fact you can't fucking find one anywhere and they're discontinued. But here comes the Super NES Mini, and what's going to happen with that? Well, let's think about that for a second. So we're going to have people buying them all and putting them on eBay, and hopefully Nintendo doesn't fuck this one up and they put plenty out there so all the people cannot just buy them all up. So I hopefully when I go to Target, there's not 3 of them that already got bought when the store opened before I got there. Again, thanks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. So anyways, let's get into the good side of this. I'm going to go with it'll be tiny, hence the classic or mini aspect to it. It'll probably have 30 games on it, but what 30 games? There's been tons of speculation on what games will be on here. I'm guessing you'll have your same fare of Super Mario World, Castlevania. I don't foresee Mario All-Stars on here, despite how awesome that would be. I'm going to... What else? I'm guessing in other Nintendo favorites, there'll be some Kirby on there, maybe Contra 3. We can really hope for Turtles in Time, but I doubt that's going to be on there, but because that should have been on the first NES Classic for the first 2 Turtle games, or the first 3. So I don't foresee Turtles 4 going on the SNES Mini, but that would be absolutely awesome, but probably not. As far as other Super NES games go for the SNES Mini, what games do you want to see on it? Leave a comment below with your choices. Just a few games. I mean, you don't have to name all Mario and stuff like that. We know those are going to be there, but maybe some third-party games that everybody might not be thinking of that you want to see on the system. Maybe some Final Fantasy games, some other Japanese RPGs, other good games. Let me know what you're looking for on this console. I also foresee this being a lot more secure, and you probably will have a lot more tougher time at first adding more games to it. But like all things, it will get broken, it will get modded, there will be more games. On the other annoying part, now we're going to have probably all the way until and after the holidays, stupid questions and remarks whenever the thing is brought up. So we're going to have... I already saw one remark this morning, which made no sense. They said, oh, I really hope that the SNES Mini retains composite support so we can plug it into an old TV. Did the NES Mini have composite support? No! These are cost-cutting things. They're not going to put anything extra on here. There's going to be just HDMI. It's going to have one controller with a cord that's probably too short again, but whatever. The extension market will explode. And there'll be no internet, there'll be no store on it. The games that come on it are going to be what's on it unless you mod it, which, again, will happen. The other annoying thing that we're going to have months and months, and we still have with the NES Mini, is the always popular opinion of, I'm not wasting my money on that. You know, you can just get a RetroPie and you can put whatever games you want. I have one, and I have every 4,000 games ever made on it, including arcade games and some games I played on Atari, and it's great. No one fucking cares, okay? The Raspberry Pis are great. They have their uses, and RetroPies are really cool, but we get it. We know. We don't fucking care. Speaking of things nobody cares about, I've been meaning to talk about this for a while now, and I just thought of it, so here we go. The Retroblox. So the Retroblox is another retro console in the same vein as like the Retron 5, which you can play your cartridges on this system. So the idea of the Retroblox is you plug in your own games into this console, and it has its own controller, or you can plug in original controller, so it gives you everything you have HDMI, and you don't need the original system, and it looks great, and it's wonderful. However, unlike the Retron 5, out of the gate, this thing has support for modules, so you buy one module with the system, and it can play, say you get the Sega module for it, you can play Sega Genesis games, And you can play Sega CD games on a built-in CD drive, and it has controller slots in the front of the module that clicks into the base unit for the Genesis. Are you confused yet? Because a lot of people are. Don't worry about that. So you can take out the Genesis module, put in the Nintendo module, and play. It has Nintendo controller ports, and you can play Nintendo games on it. That sounds great. So base system, modules, money. So how's this going to work? So the pricing on this has been extremely vague. The best we got, it's going to cost under $300 for the main unit and one module. Under $300. So that sounds to me like a whole lot of $299.99. And you get your choice of one of the modules. The other modules have no solid price, but they said they will cost less than the price of a new video game. That's a bunch of shit. They're gonna be $100 a piece. I can almost guarantee that, or they'll be like $89.99. You know, somewhere in Canada where games cost $90 a piece. That's under the cost of a new game. That's complete bullshit. So the Retroblox would be a great system for people to show in videos and play a couple times, and then nobody buys. Except people who just have more money than they know what to do with. Analog NT. And that's just the way it's going to be. In some semi-modern news, the PS4 Slim's coming out with a 1 terabyte version. Who the fuck cares? It's about time. And we are coming up on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. This is a game for me. This is probably going to make me want to buy a Switch. I love Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U now. I play it all the time, nearly every day, and I definitely foresee buying a Switch to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And they fixed battle mode, which is fantastic because battle mode on Mario Kart 8 now is shit. So, good job. Oh, and a quick note, if you're into wrestling, I didn't catch SmackDown last night. I caught bits and pieces, so I don't really know what happened, but the end of Monday Night Raw with the ring breaking was fantastic. It's not the first time they've done it, and it won't be the last time, but they use that gimmick just sparingly enough that it does work. It's fun. It really is. The only one I can think of, I think they've done it 4 or 5 times now, but the other big one, Big Show. They always involve Big Show with the ring breaking. Mark Henry and Big Show, and Brock Lesnar and Big Show, and now we have Braun Strowman and Big Show. Big Show breaks rings. And as a side note, Braun Strowman is great. Please, WWE booking, do not fuck him up. You got a good thing going. Let's keep it that way. That's all I got for today, guys. As always, I do appreciate you watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.